Jai Hind everyone. Myself Shalini Goyal from Sardar Patel Subharti Institute of Law, Swami Vivekanand Subharti University, Meerut is going to present a topic on labor problems in India, which is associated with the labor law. First, for starting this topic, we have to go first of all, what is industrial revolution? Here you may have a question in your mind, why we are discussing the industrial revolution. When we are talking about the industrial revolution, first of all, we have to be very clear what is the meaning of industrial revolution. Industrial revolution, a revolution or a drastic change in the industries known as the industrial revolution. And when we talk about the modern history, and in modern history, the process of change from agrarian and handicraft economy to one dominated by industry as well as machine manufacturing. Here we can clearly understand by this that when we are using the word machine manufacturing, it means from manual manufacturing to moving towards the machine manufacturing, or we can say bulk manufacturing by the help of machines. The process began in Britain in the 18th century, and from there it spread to other parts of the world, though the term used earlier by French writers. French writers explain it very widely, and then the term industrial revolution was first popularized by the term industrial revolution was first popularized by the English economic historian known as the Arnold Toynbee from 1852 to 1883. He described Britain's economic development from 1760 to 1840. Since Toynbee's time, the term has been more broadly applied. Now, what are the main features related to the industrial revolution, or we can say, or you may have a question, why when we are discussing the industrial revolution, what main features are involved in the industrial revolution? Then few of the features are as here. If we talk about the technological, socio-economic and cultural features, the technological features or the technology changes include the following manners. First one is the use of new basic materials like iron and steel were used during the industrial revolution. Then after, the use of new energy sources including both fuels and motive parts such as coal, the steam engine, electricity, petroleum and the internal combustion engines are few of the examples of new energy sources as well as the machines. Moving forward, the invention of new machines like spinning jenny for the parloom as well as other machines which are permitted to increase the production with a smaller expenditure of human energy, or we can say by the use of machines the smaller expenditure of human energy was involved in the bulk production. Fourth one, a new organization of work known as the factory system. Learners, you have to be very clarify on it that by the industrial revolution the system of factory came into existence, which entailed increased division of labor as well as specialization of functions. Next is important developments took place like transportation and communication. It also includes in itself steam locomotive engines, steamships, automobiles as well as airplanes, telegraph and radio. Not only this, furthermore, if we go towards further features, then the increasing application of science to industry, these technological changes made possible a tremendously increased use of natural resources and the mass production of manufactured goods. Further, sweeping social changes. Now we are discussing the what social changes took place during the industrial revolution or due to the industrial revolution. It includes in itself the growth of cities, or we can say the urbanization took its place due to the industrial revolution, the development of working class movements and the emergence of new patterns of authority. Means now one was employer and the second one was the employee. Each and everyone was having the definite and specific role. Next is cultural transformations. Why we are here discussing the cultural transformation as the salient feature of industrial revolution? Because of due to the movement from one state to another state, or we can say from one city to another city, or from one smaller town to another city. Their culture.
Go.
Our next salient feature is cultural transformation. As the name shows, cultural transformation, when one person is leaving his home or city and moving towards another city, he is bringing or he is brought his culture with him, or we can say when he is migrating from one city to another city, he is carrying his culture with himself or herself. And when we are talking about cultural transformation of a broad order, workers acquired new and distinctive skills and their relation to their task shifted. Instead of being craftsmen working with hand tools, they become machine operators subject to factory discipline. Finally, there was a psychological change. Confidence in the ability to use resources and to master nature was highlighted. Further, now the various industrial revolution took its place, in which the first revolution, known as the first industrial revolution, in the period of 760 to 1830, the industrial revolution was largely confined to Britain. Aware of their head start, the British forbade the export of machinery, skilled workers and manufacturing techniques. The British monopoly could not last forever, especially since some Britons saw profitable industrial opportunities abroad, while continental European businessmen sought to learn British know-how to their countries. Two Englishmen known as William and John Cockerell brought the Industrial Revolution to Belgium by developing machine shops at Les, it means in 1807, and Belgium became the first country in continental Europe to be transformed economically. Or we can say the Belgium was the first country which moves towards the
Go.
Learners, when we are talking about the Industrial Revolution, two Englishmen known as the William and John Cockerell brought the Industrial Revolution to Belgium by developing machines, shops at Les. In 1807, the Belgium became the first country in continental Europe to be transformed economically. Or we can say Belgium was the first country which developed at economical level. Like its British progenitor, the Belgian Industrial Revolution centered in iron, coal and textiles. So we can say as the British or the Britain developed through the Industrial Revolution by using the various things like iron, coal and textiles, same were used by the Belgium for their progress. The second Industrial Revolution, despite considerable overlapping with the old, means whatever has been used by the person in the old era, there was mounting evidence for a new industrial revolution in the late 19th and 20th centuries. In terms of basic materials, modern industry began to exploit many natural and synthetic resources like sunlight, water, as well as various minerals which were provided by the Mother Earth. And synthetic resources not hitherto utilized, means they were not believing to use the synthetic resources. Lighter metals, new alloys and synthetic products such as plastics as well as new energy sources were used by the agrarian society, who turned into the industrialist society. Combined with these were developments in machines, tools and computers that gave rise to the automatic factory. Automatic factory means the factory which was working or which is working on the machine part, not on the manual part. Though some segment of industries were almost completely machinized in the early to mid 19th century, automatic operation as distinct from the assembly line, first achieved major significance in the second half of the 20th century. Combined with these were developments in machines, tools and computers which gave rise to the automatic factory, though some segments of industry were almost completely machinized in the early to mid 19th century. Automatic operation as distinct from the assembly line first achieved major significance in the second half of the 20th century.